Hello everyone, welcome back to American Seconds. Today I want to do a short side-by-side comparison of these two Kindles. I'm not going to give you details, specific details, numbers. I want to show you the experience, because at the end of the day, when we buy a product, we are interested in the experience that the product itself is giving to us. I just want to unbox these two, the Kindle Paperwhite 11th edition and the regular Kindle, the 10th edition, which are the latest editions now on the market. Just unbox them, turn them on side by side and see what's the user experience difference between the two. I'll start with the Paperwhite, same box that we're used to. From the very beginning, we see that there's a size difference between the two. We have the charging cable, that's all, and the Kindle itself, the same thing, charging cable, the Kindle itself. This is how they both come out of the box. Kindles, charging cables, that's all that we have. Let's just turn them on and see what's the difference when it comes to experience. Both of them are on, both of them have been activated. I didn't want to waste your time going through activation. You can see that in the reviews that I did to each of these two guys, and I will leave the links below for you. Obviously, there's a difference in size. The Paperwhite is slightly bigger. Of course, when you look at it, you can see that it's quite noticeable. The bezels are slightly smaller with the Paperwhite versus the other Kindle. The big difference is the warm light, which we have on the Paperwhite and this guy doesn't have. The screen of the Paperwhite has more LEDs than this guy. When it comes to actually reading them, of course you can pinch and zoom. The letter size shouldn't be an issue. The only difference that I could really see between the two is the lag when we switch from one page to the other. You can see that both of them have a certain lag when turning the pages, but the lag is more obvious on the 10th Kindle, the simple regular Kindle, than with the Paperwhite. The Paperwhite lag tends to be shorter, less noticeable than the other Kindle lag. Other than that, I didn't find any noticeable difference. Same operating system, same environment, same books, basically same memory, 8 gigs. Of course, you can pay extra for 32 gigs, but I'm talking about the basic models of the two. 8 gigs of memory, both of them. Aside from the lag and the warmth, light, and the size of the screen itself, there is no practical difference. You have to decide for yourself if these 3 differences that I mentioned are so important for you to spend on a Paperwhite more than for a regular Kindle. I guess the regular Kindle, it is sold right now a little over 50 bucks, and the Paperwhite is little over 130. So definitely is more than double. It is up to you to decide which one of them you will choose. Why would you choose a Kindle versus an iPad? When it comes to me, my personal preference, the main reason is the light. I don't want big light flashing into my eyes. That's really bad. We want to avoid that. So the best thing to do is actually to turn the luminosity all the way down. Whenever we can, I want to have the luminosity all the way down, because when it is like this, there's zero brightness in the screen, then actually the Kindle resembles a paper. It's like I bought a newspaper and I'm reading a newspaper, and this experience is really fantastic. This is exactly what I want, and this is exactly the reason why I chose Kindle. But guess what? If I go to the Paperwhite and I'm doing the same thing, now compare the two. It's the same thing. It's actually the same thing. I guess I will go for this guy. If I want big, I go for the 12.9 inches iPad if I want big and I need to work. But if I just want to read and I want to have some hundreds of books with me everywhere I go, I want small. And I don't care for the bigger size screen, simply because I can zoom in and I can make the letters to be as big as I want without any problem whatsoever. I can have the same size of the letters from here to here. I hope you found this comparison helpful in making up your mind which of these two guys you want to get, and I'll see you next time here at American Seconds.